My name is Grace Beardsley. I am a child and youth development major, and this is going to be my junior year at Point. I ended up at Point because I was searching for like smaller colleges and stuff like that that had like lacrosse programs. And when I stumbled across Point the first time, I didn't really have a lacrosse program yet. But then my coach, who coached me my first 2 years of high school, called me one day and said, "Hey, I'm starting up a lacrosse program at this small Christian college over in West Point, Georgia. Do you want to come be my first recruit?" And I was like, "Well, what's the college, you know? What are we going to be doing there?" And he goes, "It's Point University." I was like, "No way, I was just looking at that school." I was really early kind of in my faith when I was a senior in high school because I'd never grown up with like a faith foundation in my family. And so I had started my walk my senior year of high school, really. And so I was like, I really want to make sure I find a college that's leading me in that direction. And so just the fact that it's a Christian college and I get to play lacrosse, it all fits so well together. I was like, thank you. In the future, my super goal right now that I'm like, will be my Arc de Triomphe or something like that, is I want to run a not-for-profit daycare center for families who come from low incomes or like no incomes, just so they can go, so that's a service for them, so they can go out and get the job they want to get or go back to school if they want to, or just something so that they can go out and find better routes for their lives, better opportunities for themselves that maybe aren't available because they have kids at home and daycare is way more expensive than it needs to be. And I just want to provide that service so that not only can these kids be loved on and taken care of, and but also so their parents can go out and like do things that they dreamed of doing. We went to a seminar and they were like, some parents just don't have the right education to be prepared for all the things that kids need, and it not only affects the kids, but it also affects them. And so I got to thinking, I was like, how can I help kids and their parents all at the same time? So that's just like my wheelhouse, are just kids, because you can do anything and kids are they're gonna be all in, and I think that's the coolest part.